Hi there, welcome to Hourglass Workshops and Conversations with Nancy and Cheryl. I'm Nancy.
And I'm Cheryl. Today we've been talking about giving and receiving help. When do you ask for help? I think women are notorious about not asking for help until they're just about to drown.
Yeah.
And even then they think about it carefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think men are that way too.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, look at your friend you just talked to.
Yeah, I have a friend that just had a bad fall and was in the hospital for the last 5 weeks. And when I finally got a hold of him, I said, "Can I come over? Can I help you? What can I do?" And he said, "Oh no, I'm fine. I'm fine." Well, he can't even get around.
No,
and
he's not fine.
And he lives by himself, and
he's isolated in a community where he doesn't really have a support system.
Yeah.
You know?
Many of us are somewhat isolated, and contrast that with yesterday I attended the funeral of a 95-year-old mother of a friend of mine, big Italian family, big Italian funeral, hundreds of people that...
Most of them related.
Yes, that's true. They had to number their children. Anyway. But it speaks about different cultures, and we were talking about that some cultures there is a very tight infrastructure, and I think it's easier perhaps to ask for help of a family member maybe than it is of
honestly, I would rather suffer just about anything rather than ask for help, and I don't know why. I don't know where that comes from. And
does it make you feel better?
No, it doesn't make me feel better, and I don't know why I do it.
Well,
but it's not just me. I see lots of women do it. But
how do you feel when you give help? Somebody has.
Great.
Let's say somebody's in the hospital.
I never feel like it's an imposition ever.
And don't you feel good when you do something nice for somebody and
Yeah.
help them out, or if they need a ride somewhere? I always feel like, whoa, they care enough to ask.
Right.
And why can't...
Or they appreciate the fact that you're there to help them because they need it.
Right.
And I always assume that when somebody asks for help, they really need it, but most people don't ask. And is it because we don't want to impose? What is it?
I don't know, but
I we don't want to show that we have a weakness?
Yeah, and I think it's the weakness part. I can do it myself. It perhaps makes me vulnerable. I mean, there's always the risk of, if I ask, they might say no.
Yeah.
Well, more than likely, they'll probably say yes.
Has anybody ever, have you ever experienced that?
No.
I haven't either.
No, so that may not be, but I know.
But maybe that is a fear. I don't know. Well, it's like this morning I was talking to my sister-in-law, and my brother had fallen off a ladder on his head. Good thing he had a hard head. But it was a really bad injury about 3 years ago. So she freaked out because what's he doing yesterday? He's up on the roof, power washing the roof. He's got two 20-year-old sons, and she said, wait and let the boys do it. And he's 61. It's like, that's not old, but if he falls, it's going to be a lot worse than a 20-year-old falling who could probably compensate and bounce right back up, you know. And why do we do these dopey things?
I don't know. But we do. I don't know whether it's, we can save money. It makes us feel good. It makes us feel strong. And
I know for men, that's probably a big thing.
Yeah.
Like they don't want to give up their youth or their feeling of being...
It could be. I mean, I can do it myself.
Yeah.
And I think we need to let that go a little bit.
Yeah.
And be willing to ask and practice asking for small things. And also receiving. If somebody says, gee, I'll come by and I'll pick you up, or I'll drive, just say thank you.
Okay, so I'm happy to receive, I'm just going to put it out there, I'm happy to receive flowers, chocolates, gold, diamonds, and money. Send money. I will always say yes, thank you very much.
Oh, good. Appreciation is so critical.
Yes, I will appreciate that.
Okay, so now you've got your, but don't be afraid to ask.
Really.
And learn to receive, because I think that's,
And receive graciously, and the same thing with compliments. How often do you get a compliment? I don't do this anymore, but I used to. Either turn it back, oh, you look great too, rather than saying thank you, which really discounts the compliment. Or, oh, this whole thing, oh, I look awful.
Which you've just told me now that my taste is terrible because I thought what you were wearing was lovely.
Exactly. So receive compliments just as graciously as you would receive a gift.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Okay, until next time, I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Nancy.
Bye now.
Bye.